Hello everyone and welcome to this Yu-Gi-Oh! Discussion video on the new Forbidden Unlimited list! Because we have one! And this is the old one, just so you know. I put it here just so I wouldn't have spoilers for the new one because I haven't seen that yet before I start recording. So, new list. All I know is there's a bunch of changes. I saw an image come up like on Facebook and it was like, ooh, new list! So I was like, okay, let's go check that out, make a video. Let's do this, see what changed. There's six things on the first page. Blackwing Gofu the Vogue Shadow. Okay, so Gofu into Lynx is gone. Dandelion for some combos, gone. Double Iris Magician, that's like a Magician's Pendulum thing, I guess, that works with the Magician decks. Okay, that's gone, I don't know too much about that. Level Eater works with quite a few combos. That's hard, that the deal Synchro into Quasar combo with Level Eaters, Quick Draw Synchron Explorer, that's now gone. Somewhat unfortunate. It is using quite a few things. Maxi? Okay, I'll admit I have not played Yu-Gi-Oh! Competitively very much lately. I've done so much more with school, and like I've had a busy life, and the rest I've spent for a good portion just on making my YouTube videos, and then Pokemon stuff, a few other things. Besides working on the Fantasy League series, I've not done much with Yu-Gi-Oh! But Maxi, that's very surprising to me. Performed by Skullcrow by Joker was limited originally. I suppose that works. Nothing here. So that's six cards. Wow, and they all existed like in previous formats. So what happened? What were the top decks before this? I don't remember. Let's see, Paleozoics I think pretty good. Zodiac was already hit in the previous one if I recall correctly. Paleozoic, Zodiacs, what else was at the top? I don't even remember. That's how out of the loop I am in terms of competitive. I remember doing some dual puzzles as well since then, but that's really. Towers is back! I suppose Cliffords are a lot less strong because they can't spam Pendulum anymore due to the new Master, due to Master Rule 4. As well, they can't spam from the extra deck. So that they do have that new Link monster with diagonally down both sides. They have that. But this might be a test to see if towers can come back. I think it could be. Gifford have definitely been weakened by a lot of pendulum decks have been weakened by Master Rule 4, but especially Cliffords, I feel, because they like to spam a lot of things. Not sure about Magicians though. Potentially they were still really good, considering two things went forbidden. What is it? Skullgrimmer Joker. Just Perform a Pal. Where is it? It was the other one. Double Iris Magician. Double Iris Magician. Isn't that the Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon related magician? Because double iris means like two different colors. Might be. Because there's like a magician version, like I believe a level 4 magician version of all four of the dimensional dragons. So one for Dark Rebellion, one for Starving Venom, and one for Clearwing. Pretty sure double iris is the one for Odd Eyes. Typically for towers, Grinder Golem makes sense. Although I think I've only used it in one dual video, and if I haven't used it in dual video, I just tried it in unrated. Grinder Golem, either on his own. I think on his own, as long as you have enough of an extra deck link-wise built around it. Grinder Golem on its own can OTK. It uses a bunch of different link mods, including Firewall Dragon, I think Proxy Dragon's in there, and a good amount of others. Link Spider? Not sure if it's Link Spider, but there's quite a few link mods. You have to prepare your extra deck for it, but then Grinder Golem can just OTK. So that is understandable that it's lower. I'm pretty sure you still need just one Grinder Golem, so this is probably just to lower the consistency of that OTK deck. Because a lot of OTK decks that aren't actually forbidden, they're still possible, just a lot less powerful, a lot less dangerous because they're made inconsistent due to key cards being limited, and Grinder Golem is definitely a key card. Performance Damage Juggler coming back to limited, I do like that because I quite liked using Performance cards. Damage Juggler, I believe the one that worked with Heroic Challenger 1,000 Swords? Was that Damage Juggler? Might be. As you can see, out of the loop. Firewall Dragon! There's a Link monster on the list. Yeah, Yusaku, the Firewall Dragon is just a really, really good card. I can see why. Firewall Dragon allows quite a few combos. I believe at least one, maybe multiple are used with Grinding Golem. I understand this limitation. Ever since, like, the competitive players or people that try to just come up with crazy combos have gotten their hands on the first few Link monsters. And I don't just mean Firewall Dragon and then, like, the other two that came with the structure deck from the first set. From that point onwards, it was already pretty clear that Firewall Dragon allowed quite a lot of big combos with its, like, sending a card away, I believe, is being a quick effect. The way, like, you can just reuse Firewall Dragon is pretty crazy. It has very strong effects, so it is understandable that it's limited. Yeah. That's understandable. Monster Reborn! We've not had that for a while. That's gonna be something. Like, Monster Reborn again in a bunch of decks. Okay. Monster Reborn is back. That is gonna be interesting to see. Okay. Maybe this is a test. Maybe it'll go away again. But Monster Reborn... how long has it been since we had Monster Reborn? Let's actually check the wiki on this. Maybe the wiki hasn't updated yet, and we can see from which point it was limited. It's already forbidden in TCG Advanced, so that's still there. Forbidden. No, I'm not gonna look through the entire thing to find that out. But Monster Reborn is back. That is really interesting. Spiral Resort. Still don't remember too much about it. Oh yeah, that was one of the sport. No, it's still not. I can type. Don't worry. That Spiral Resort. Wasn't that hit previously? No, it was other Spiral cards. Yeah, Spiral cards were hit using these up. Solemn Judgment. Solemn Judgment is back as well. The Solemn Duo is back. Solemn Judgment, Solemn Warning. The Solemn Duo is back. I remember it being the Solemn Trio with 1 Judgment, 2 Warning. Now it's 1 again. Interesting seeing some of the Forbidden cards come back. Reborn and Judgment, while some other cards are getting hit. That is interesting. I remember, like, it would have been like 2013 or something, 2014. Was the time where I think TCG and OCG went separate in the lists, and we just suddenly had hits to so many traps. Like, a bunch of things like Mirror Force, Bottom's Trap, Hole. Some of them might already have been limited or semi-limited, but a good amount of them just went to 1 or nothing. And then Heavy Storm was gone as well to, I suppose, counteract that. Or, like, 1 was to counteract the other. I don't know which order they came. But it all happened on the same list. So it's interesting to see cards like that return. Monster Reborn and Solemn Judgment. Nothing on Semi. Bunch of cards coming back. Artifact Moraltak. BLS Envoy to 3. Card Trooper was Semi. Thunder King Ryo was Semi. Bryanak with its errata comes back. Brain Control got through the test. Works. El Shadow Fusion back. Like that. Future Fusion with its errata has been tested. Works now. Mind Control. Preparation of Rites. I believe that was put on there because of Necroz. So Preparation of Rites. Back. Sacrifice to help stuff again. Bottomless Trap Hole to 3. Ceasefire to help. Like, do they want to help Chain Burn or Geometry? Probably I won't use the 3rd. And Torrential. Wait, so we get Monster Reborn. We don't get Heavy Storm or something like that. But we get 2 more potentials for Bottomless Trap Hole, from going from 1 to 3. And 2 for Torrential Tribute. This is going to be, yo, Summon Stoppers are here. 1 negates summons and, like, 4 more options for Bottomless Torrential to destroy them. Okay, those are big changes. It's not, these won't just be hits like the last few. It's mostly been the last few lists, I feel, that are just hits on things that are necessary to hit because they're too powerful in this format, or things that we could test because of new errata, such as Future Fusion, such as Brain Control, Bryanak, or things that we don't feel are as powerful in this format anymore, so we can make it come back a bit, like be less envoy. But this is a bigger thing. Konami wants something. They want to test something maybe with this. But if it was a test, they would not throw it straight to unlimited. So that's very interesting. A good amount of cards like being hit, a bunch of things, new things to forbidden, monster wise. Dandelion, Level Eater, Max C. I'm very surprised by. Skullcrow by Joker. I guess. I never really used Performance Pals or Magicians, so I can't really tell too much about why. Gofu made a really easy setup for Link, so I suppose that's understandable. Was limited before, didn't come through the test of the format really well. Tower's back and Sacrifice to help. Cliffords come up a bit again because they were definitely weak in my Master Wolf, or Grinder Golem because of the OTK. Firewall Dragon potentially also because of the OTK. I think it would have been hit at some point anyway, but the Grinder Golem OTK was just a catalyst to make it happen sooner potentially. Damage Juggler coming back. Reborn back, I'm very surprised by that. One of the big things I'm surprised by. Solemn Judgment, same thing. And then Bottomless Trample Chance Chibi coming back. Big thing. El Shadow Fusion, I guess, would be nice to work with my Shadow deck. Because I kind of, like, my real life deck, I started building that when, like, the first two or first three, I think first two sets of Shadow support were out. That was not a good idea. Because then so much more support came out. And then Construct, I believe, is still forbidden, is it? Yeah, it is. So, like, I still can't play it the way I want, which is unfortunate. I never finished it because of it. I wasn't gonna put money into it when I was gonna change stuff, and I wanted to wait for full support. I started too early, wasted money on that, unfortunately. But yeah, some big changes. Clifford's coming back a bit. Other things being hit hard. Solemn Judgment is back. Monster Reborn is back, both to one. Bottom Strapple Torrential Tribute to Unlimited. What do you think of all these changes? Were there too many? Were there too few? Were there other things you were expecting? This is big. This is pretty big. How much of an effect do you think it'll have on the format? I want to say it'll have a very big effect, but I don't really know the format from the previous format well enough. This takes effect, by the way, February 5th, so this is starting next Monday. That is interesting. Huh. Well, let's see how this affects the format and upcoming YCSs. See you in the next video. Goodbye.